Welcome, my dear friends, to another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. I personally am happy to give this message, this broadcast. It's so close to Christmas now, but we do have troublesome news, unfortunately. And I mentioned in yesterday's video that there would be violence, and I'm not saying I'm always right because God forbid knows I'm an imperfect person, but on that position I was right. Uh, when it's amazing that people are so determined about telling Jerusalem where they can keep their capital or not. If somebody told another country where they can keep their capital or not, they would laugh it off and they would fight for it. And that's exactly what Israel will do to keep Jerusalem, and they should, rightfully so. In the United States, that's our closest ally. It should be, and we should back them 100%. And if it comes down to a fight, I'm not saying it will, but if it comes down to for a fight, I think our country should back them and help them 100% without any doubt. But let's not forget what God said in the Bible regarding Israel. I will bless those that bless thee. So, the reason we're blessed is because we watch over Israel. Most administrations, a lot of administrations watch over Israel. There's some administrations that our relationship kind of faltered and we didn't protect Israel the way we needed to be. But now we are we got administration that knows the importance of protecting Israel. Well, with that being said, we'll go into the unfortunate incidents that happened yesterday. 2 killed in Gaza clashes. Now you have Hamas that called for the Palestinian people to attack Israel defense forces, go to where they're at and attack them, and even attack civilians, Israeli civilians living in the West Bank. Now that's what causes things like this, people, and that's what causes when the UN does something like what it did. All the nations going against Jerusalem in the United States, but we'll go into what the scripture says about Jerusalem after this video. Let's watch this video real quick. It's really important.
Palestinians have intensified their protests against the U.S. recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Clashes between civilians and Israeli forces have been reported across occupied Palestinian territories. The latest Day of Rage rallies were held after Friday prayers. In the West Bank city of Bethlehem, demonstrators marched on a road leading to Jerusalem. The Israeli military responded by firing tear gas shells at the crowd, which triggered clashes with protesters. In the Gaza Strip, Israeli military forces opened fire on protesters. Palestinian health authorities say 2 civilians were killed. Red Crescent officials say more than 600 people were injured. They also said a total 9 people have been killed and over 4,000 were wounded in the 2 weeks since the U.S. president's decision. In what was widely seen as a stunning rebuke of U.S. Middle East policy, a UN General Assembly resolution passed on Thursday rejecting any change to the status of Jerusalem.
Now, God foretold of these days. God warned us of these days, and in Zechariah, let's go back to that. Let's see here. In Zechariah 12:3, it said, "In that day I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it." This prophecy, I believe in my heart, is being fulfilled today. I really do believe that with all my heart. And I've studied the Bible and watched prophecy unfold for many, many, many years. And I'm not saying I'm some kind of major theologian tonight, because I'm not. I just studied the Bible for a long time and studied the news almost all day long for a long time now. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and close. Let's remember Christ. We got Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. We got Christmas coming up, and if I don't put out another video, I want to personally thank from the bottom of my heart each subscriber that subscribes to Jerusalem's Gate. I thank you personally. The viewers, I thank you for watching, and I wish you a Merry Christmas, you and your family also. And hopefully you will subscribe. We make no money off of Jerusalem Gate. We do it for the love of getting the news out with a Christian perspective and the gospel. And to all people, let's keep Christ in Christmas this year. It's not about the presents, although the presents are nice. They're very nice. And but let's remember Christ first in Christmas. With that being said, God bless you all, and peace be upon Jerusalem. They shall prosper that love thee. Shalom.